Imagine this. One moment, the sun is shining brightly in the sky, and the next, it vanishes without a trace. No explosion, no warning, just complete disappearance. What would happen to Earth and everything on it if the sun, our life-giving star, suddenly ceased to exist? Let's start with an immediate observation. Light. The sun is the source of all daylight, and if it disappeared, the Earth would be plunged into darkness almost instantly. However, this wouldn't happen right away. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. So for those 8 fleeting minutes, everything would appear normal. Then, without warning, total darkness would engulf the planet. But light isn't the only thing traveling from the sun. Gravity, the invisible force keeping Earth and other planets in orbit, would also vanish. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, gravitational changes travel at the speed of light. So after those same 8 minutes, Earth would lose its tether to the sun's gravity and begin drifting off into space in a straight line. This alone is catastrophic. Without the sun's gravitational pull, Earth's orbit would no longer exist. It would become a rogue planet, hurtling through the cold and empty void of space. But before we discuss Earth's trajectory, let's consider what would happen to life on the surface. The sun's disappearance would send shockwaves, not literal ones, but ecological and biological ones. The first hours might seem deceptively normal. Artificial lights would illuminate cities, and life would try to carry on. But without sunlight, photosynthesis would stop almost immediately. Plants, the foundation of our food chain, rely on sunlight to produce energy. Without it, they begin to wither, and within a few days, this disruption would ripple through ecosystems. Temperatures would also drop rapidly. The sun's warmth is what keeps Earth's surface habitable. Within a week, the average global temperature would fall below freezing. Within a year, it would plummet to nearly 100 degrees Celsius, rendering the surface uninhabitable. Oceans, rivers, and lakes would freeze over, but interestingly, they wouldn't freeze solid right away. Water has a high heat capacity, and the heat trapped in the deeper layers of the ocean would take much longer to escape. This could create temporary refuges for some forms of life, but only for a while. Humanity would face an unprecedented survival challenge. Power grids would fail as the demand for heating surged, and food supplies would dwindle as agriculture collapsed. The lucky few might find shelter in underground bunkers or geothermal locations, but for the vast majority, survival would become impossible. Let's not forget the impact on other celestial bodies. The moon, for instance, would no longer orbit Earth. Instead, it would drift off into space, just like our planet. Other planets in the solar system would meet the same fate, each becoming a rogue wanderer in the cosmos. And what about the long-term consequences? Earth's fate would depend on its trajectory through space. Without the sun's light and warmth, it would become a frozen, lifeless rock. However, there's a small possibility that our rogue Earth could encounter another star system. If it entered the habitable zone of a new star, life might have a slim chance to restart, but the odds are astronomically low. The disappearance of the sun isn't just a thought experiment. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected and fragile our existence is. The sun is not just a source of light and warmth. It's the anchor of our solar system and the foundation of life on Earth. Without it, life as we know it would cease to exist in a matter of weeks. So the next time you step outside and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, take a moment to appreciate it. Because in the grand scheme of the universe, our sun and the life it supports is nothing short of a miracle.